Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about how everyone that's watching this has to realise that better is possible. You're capable of so much more than you may imagine. You can complete and achieve many more tasks, many more great feats than you may think you're capable of. And it's kind of scary to think of at first that you're capable of doing so much, but when you come to realize it, when you come to understand it, that if you keep pushing it over the short term, you may not achieve as much as you want to, but over the long term, you can achieve so much more than you think is possible. So if you just lengthen your time scale, you can achieve so much more and keep yourself going so much more, because if you work at something for 1 year, and consistently hard work, you're going to achieve something. And then if you kind of take your foot off the gas after 1 year, obviously it's going to slow down. But if you do it for 5 years, not only are you going to be at a much higher position linearly, but you would have achieved so much more, not just 5 times more, but probably more than that, because of the compound effect, because of things compounding over time, day by day by day, you getting 1% better every day. So the aim is you just keep getting better, but just lengthen your time scale, so that instead of looking at it, oh, I want to do this in 6 months, look at it, okay, in 5 years, I want to accomplish this. And it's got to be a bigger goal because you've given yourself more time. But then you can also make smaller goals that you can have for every month, every 2 months, every 6 months, whatever it may be. So if you can just lengthen your time scale and realize that you are so much more capable of achieving like big things, then you can actually go on to realize those things. You can go on to make them come true by working towards them, by making them happen, by creating that dream life that you want. So by realizing that the better version of you, the higher standard is possible, you can then go on to achieve greater things, because you understand that not only is it guaranteed, but it's impossible for you to not win if you keep working. So like, obviously there's going to be risk of things going wrong, but if you keep working at it for long enough, then it's guaranteed. That's how I look at it. And obviously there are going to be setbacks, there are going to be things that go wrong, there are going to be problems, there's going to be tons and tons of difficulties, and you'll have to make sacrifices. But that is not what we're focusing on. That is just unimportant when it comes to you wanting to achieve your goals. Does it truly matter if it's going to take time? If it's that big of a goal, does it matter how long it takes? Does it matter how much it costs? Does it matter how much effort it takes? Do you still want it or not? That's the question. Do you want to be rich? Do you want to be fit and healthy? Do you want to be successful? Do you want to have a loving family? Yes or no? It's a yes or no question. There's no yes, but I don't want to do this. It's, do you want it or not? Do you want to be successful or not? Do you want to become physically strong, capable, healthy? Yes or no? There's no, I want that, but I don't want to put in the effort, because that's just saying no. That's saying you want the reward without doing the task. And that's not how it works. You've got to understand that to achieve great things, you have to put in the effort and put in the work. So therefore, you need to understand that it comes over time, and you cannot say that it's not a yes or no question, because yes, I want to be successful. Okay, find a business model, find one that works, put your time and effort into it, work. A year later, has anything changed? Have you changed situation? Are you living a better life now? What's working? Has that business made you money? Are you fitter and healthier? Yes or no? No, okay, why not? What have you been doing wrong? What hasn't worked? Why hasn't it worked? What were the reasons that it didn't work? So there are so many ways that you can just keep progressing. And if you find something that you want to do, you find this kind of dream job, this reason, this purpose, and you can work with it, then it's only just a matter of time before it provides you with results. You find this purpose, you find a business model or something, a reason to keep working, and then you keep working at it, you keep working. A year down the line, you can look at it and say, okay, I've made X amount of progress, not as much as I wanted, but I've learned this, and this was way more than I thought I'd learn. So now, then the next year, same again. Oh, I've learned so much, but I didn't get the same amount of results I wanted. I wanted to make X amount of money, but I only made Y. So I've learned more, but I haven't earned as much. And then the third year, you're like, okay, I haven't learned as much this year, but everything else that I learned in the previous 2 years has helped me so that now everything's taken off and I've exceeded my expectations. So when you realize that becoming successful is possible, when you realize that being on that level, that dream life is possible, you can then start to realize it and start to form it with your own actions. And through those actions, through the understanding that actions provide results, but you cannot control the results. And through understanding that, that's what brings the results. So through understanding that you cannot gain anything from not taking action, you cannot gain anything without taking action and taking steps toward progress. So if you were to keep working and to keep pushing yourself, then you're going to see the results because you're taking action, you're taking steps toward realizing and creating that outcome. And you cannot choose the results, you cannot choose the consequences. You can only choose how you react in that situation. You can only choose how you act to certain problems, and you can only choose how you can come across to other people. You can only choose how you present yourself, how you say things, how you word things, how much work you actually do, how much time you spend training. You can only choose the input, you cannot choose the output. So focus on your input, make sure you're maximizing it to every second and not wasting any time. You're maximizing it to the point where you're working every day, all day, just on different things, on fitness and whatever. Then once you start to realize that you have been doing that, then you start to see the progress, you start to see the results. They start to come in faster and faster, but you keep your foot on the pedal. You keep pushing for more, and that's what keeps the progress going. It starts to compound. You get the snowball effect, you get momentum, and then that dream life that you wanted, it comes into reality. And then you realize, okay, I'm loving this, I'm enjoying it, and it's not about the money anymore. It's not about what I have. It's more about the purpose. I want to do this. I want to help more people. I want to provide this service to more people and help them be more successful. Then you start to work more and more and more. And once you have that purpose take over, you then understand that it was never about the money. It was more just about you finding that purpose and you then going on to becoming the best version of yourself through helping other people reach their goals and then helping other people figure out their purpose. And that's what has helped you realize what you want. So I just want to say thank you for watching, and just keep pushing. Just realize that better is possible. Realize that improvement is simple, and all you have to do is make the right decision. Day in, day out, right decisions, best decisions. That's what brings the results.